Again, on the basis of their origin, resources can be abiotic or biotic. Abiotic resources are non-living, while biotic resources are living. Can you give some examples? Soil, rock, minerals are abiotic, but plants and animals are biotic resources. On the basis of the stock, natural resources are broadly classified into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which get renewed or replenished quickly. Example, solar and wind energy. But careless use of certain renewable resources like water, soil and forest can affect their stock. Non-renewable resources are those which have a limited stock. Once the stocks are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed. Example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. Again, on the basis of their distribution, resources can be ubiquitous or localized. Resources that are found everywhere are ubiquitous resources. Example, air. But those resources which are found only in certain places are localized resources. So what are localized resources? Those resources which are found only in certain places are called localized resources. Example, copper and iron ore. Then we have human-made resources. When the natural resources undergoes drastic changes by human intervention, it becomes human-made resources. Example, building, machines, bridges, etc. Next about human resources. People are human resource. Human resources are very special because people can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have knowledge, skill and the technology to do so. Improving the quality of people's skill so that they are able to create more resource is known as human resource development. Next about conservation of resources. What do we mean by resource conservation? Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. In this context, the term sustainable development is very important. What is sustainable development? Balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future is called sustainable development. We should follow the following 3 R's of conservation for sustainable development. The first R is reduce. Here we should reduce our consumption. The second R is reuse. Here we should reuse as many items as possible. The third R is recycle. We should recycle discarded items whenever possible. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are sustainable, the diversity of life on the earth is conserved, and the damage to natural environment system is minimized. Let us revise today's topic. First, we have discussed about the classification of resources as natural, human and human-made resources. Then, a detailed study about the natural resources and its classification. Natural resources are classified into actual and potential resources, biotic and abiotic resources, renewable and non-renewable resources, ubiquitous and localized resources. Next about human-made resources. When resources undergoes drastic changes by human intervention, it is called human-made resource. Next about human resource. People are human resource and a very special resource. Then, about conservation of resources. We should follow the 3 R's of conservation for sustainable development. Reduce, reuse and recycle. For your reference, I have uploaded the URL. Watch the video and come back.